Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And in particularly, if you find this video useful or helpful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment that simply says thanks. Really helps out the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon. I've included a link in the description that'll take you directly to the product page, where you can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? It is a really cool essential oil diffuser. As you can see, it's right here in front of me. This was sent over by a company called Y&O. And it's once you open it up, it's going to come in this box. You can see it's all assembled, and then naturally you're going to get a user manual that's going to explain all the details. However, we're covering all those features here in the video. We are also going to cover in the video basically why is this diffuser different from basically the waterless diffusers and also the ultrasonic diffusers. So that way you can make the right decision on what you think is perfect for you. Now, first off, let's cover this diffuser that you see right here in front of me. As you can see, it is very contemporary, cool looking. It almost looks like a science kit, if you will. I get asked all the time, what is this device? It looks really, really cool. And I tell them it is my diffuser, which is providing that great smell in my home that they smell. Now, to give you an idea of the size here, it is about 4 3/4 inches wide on the short end, and then it is about 9.5 inches in depth on the long end. You can have it positioned like so, or you can even, because it's so skinny, you can even tuck it in on a countertop or something like that. It doesn't take a lot of room. Now, as far as the height, it's about 11.5 inches tall. The controls are all on the one side. You're gonna have the simple power button, which is just has it off. The first position is your essential oil setting, if you will. That's gonna put out a low amount of steam, and it's what's going to design when you put your essential oils in here. Simply, all you have to do is they're going to have 3 little glass containers. You're going to have your water container here, which holds about 1,600 milliliters of water. Then you're going to have your glass heating tube. That's going to turn the water into steam. This thing gets to approximately 122 degrees, which is what's producing the steam. And then you're going to have a final glass part here at the top, which is where you're going to put your essential oil. So just pick out your favorite essential oil, and essentially what you're going to do is you're just going to drop about 5 or 6 little drops around the top part. And as the smell and the oils kind of heat up from a distance, they mix with the steam, and then just really puts out that really great aroma. It's good for about 350 square feet. So whether you have this in a living room like I like to utilize it in, whether you're utilizing this in your bedroom or your office, you're gonna be good there. You can even utilize this if you, let's say, have a spa or something like that and you want it in a massage room or a lobby. You can utilize it very well in that because it doesn't take up a lot of room. It even has non-stick feet and a little suction cup. So if you have pets or kids or something like that, it's not easy to knock over. Just do keep in mind, the steam does get hot. So do tuck it in a way where, you know, somebody can't really touch it all the time. But another really cool thing is all these pieces are made out of borosilicate glass. And why that's important is 1, they're very, very easy to clean. 2, they don't hold on to those essential oils. You don't have to worry about ingredients or stuff getting stuck into like the little plastic pores or anything like that, or having a mix of essential oils because your old residue is still in there. It's basically, it doesn't get stuck in that glass, which is great. And then because this thing heats up to so hot, you don't have to worry about any of that and a bacteria transferring home. It just burns that off in the heat, which is another great feature about this. Now, the final setting here is if you do wish to just have this as a pure humidifier, you can actually do that. You just put it on the 3 little drops and it ramps up the heat, produces more steam. So that is an option. You will obviously have to go through the tank a lot more often in the humidification mode, but it has that feature, which is really, really nice. Now, I can't stress enough how easy this is to clean. I personally just always hand wash it, but just a little, like one of those baby bottle brushes works really, really well. It has a nice wide opening here on the main drum, and then all these pieces come out, makes it super, super easy to clean. If you do have hard water, you're gonna wanna make sure you're cleaning the heating disc regularly, so that way it doesn't get built up with the calcium on there. If you don't have hard water, then you can get away with not cleaning it as often. But overall, I've been very, very impressed with how well this thing works. It's super, super quiet. So if you have this in your bedroom and you're sleeping, you barely hear it, and I'm right next to it. So it just is a silent way to add a great aroma through your space. I've been really impressed with how well it works. How does it stack up against the other products on the market, such as the waterless diffusers and the ultrasonic diffusers? So let's go over each one's little kind of features, how they work, and so that way you can see if this is the right product for you, because I think this one is more superior in my opinion. Okay, so now let's go ahead and break down the 3 different versions of essential oil diffusers out there. So first off, as you see, the Y&O is naturally done by the steam that we just covered. Then you're gonna have your ultrasonic one, and as you can see, it really is producing that mist because it is more like a nebulizer, which the steam one is not. And then you have the waterless version, which is obviously nice and compact. So each one acts different as far as how it puts out the essential oils. Steam one, you have it in the rim, and basically the odors are collecting with the steam and distributing out. How the ultrasonic one is you're mixing the oils with the water, and those oils are going to be part of the steam, or the mist, I should say, that is coming out in mixing with this. And then the waterless version is pure essential oils that is actually similar to this. It is producing that into a mist and bursting it in the air in a very short advantage. Now, the steam version, to me, as far as smell, it is a lot more even, and then it is a consistent, and you don't really notice it. The ultrasonic, it's a little bit of mix because you're basically mixing oil with water, and as you know, oil and water don't blend very well together. So you're just kind of hoping that the 2 molecules hit that plate together and turn into mist together, and so it kind of mixes with the water molecules itself. Now, as far as the waterless one here, this one will put them out also very similar. You can see the mist there, but because it is pure, you don't have that mixing issue with the water. However, it puts it out as a very strong smell. So this one can be overpowering right when it goes off, and then as it fades, and then it quickly dissipates versus the slow continuous one. So, you know, to me, if I had to rank them, it would be the steam, the waterless, ultrasonic one here, just simply because of the waterless one, you do get those odors out there. It's just, they're super strong and then goes away, and then you have to wait until it's blast of super strong again. Now, once again, with the mixing of things, kind of show you that little bit of science here. With the ultrasonic, it really does mix with the air. So I'm gonna put a little blue dye in here and see if this kind of, so you can maybe see that aspect of how that steam shows up. All of a sudden, that steam becomes a lot darker because of the dye is mixed in with it, which is a difference. Now, versus when you put it here with the steam powered one, because it's not mixing directly with it, you'll notice you're not getting those, it's not changing color. You're not all of a sudden seeing a blue here. It's because it is just absorbing those oils as it goes by the scent instead of mixing with the scent itself. And hopefully that's coming through on my camera as well it is here in person. Now, obviously, advantage, once again, this is all made out of glass, so it's not holding on to the various essential oils. This is all just made out of plastic. So those essential oils, you'll do have residue that gets into the pores of the plastic. Now, with the waterless ones, something to notice with these is they vary depending on which one you get. This one is got a nice amber glass bottle. That's obviously what you want. However, you're still gonna have some plastic tube that goes into there So that's going to hold on to a little bit of essential oils, and you're still going to have a little bit of plastic as far as the delivery mechanism, which is still going to hold on to a little bit of oils. However, over time, you know, these become out are so strong and concentrated, you're not going to get a mixing of the smells like you may with the ultrasonic, but there is no way to clean the delivery mechanism with this. You can only clean the glass bottle itself, so that is something to notice. Now, as far as sound, both the ultrasonic and the steam are very quiet. You're not going to have to hear any sound. However, the waterless one, it basically has a pump. So you do hear a little buzzing sound when it activates. It's still quiet, but it's not completely as silent. As far as silence, I would say, you know, the ultrasonic's probably the quietest, because the steam one, you may hear a little bit of the boiling water part of it, but overall these two are not going to disturb you. This one may if you are sensitive to sound levels. Now obviously, as far as compactness, the waterless one is the smallest. I mean, you can sit this anywhere. It's super, super compact as far as taking up footprint. The ultrasonics, depending on what size you're going to get, they can be as small as this one or larger. And then the steam one's obviously a little bit larger just due to the way the mechanisms work. However, overall, the largeness, they're all still pretty compact in my opinion, and they don't take up a lot of room when basically setting them out on a shelf or in a corner. But overall, these are kind of how the three little deliveries work. I personally find the steam the superior option out of them, just simply because how well it evenly, consistently puts out that basically the smell, which is what you're going for, and it's not mixing those droplets. Then I would think the waterless one is next, but the problem is it just comes out super strong and then evaporates too quickly. Obviously the ultrasonic, I'm not a big fan of just how it just mixes with the water vapor itself, and you're constantly struggling with that oil and water and trying to get it mixed together. And then you're breathing in those instead of just smelling it. So overall, that is the breakdown between the three devices. Now, if you are in the market and you're looking for a great essential oil diffuser, I do highly recommend you check out the one here by Y&O. I really do feel it delivers the best aroma out of the three styles out there on the market. If there's something I haven't quite covered that you're a little curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those. That is it till the next video. You guys take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.